Alright, welcome back. I'm Multimeteor, and this is Modded for Greatness in Magic 2013. So, we're taking a look at the Esper deck, which is, well, since it's Esper, it is white, blue, and black, and that means that it spans, since it's another Dr. Legend deck, I might as well say, which means that there's probably going to be a guild champion in this deck. It's called Knight Cipher, so I'm assuming he's using the Cipher mechanic, which is a mechanic which I think people found underwhelming, but which I really like. It definitely has the ability to become very, very significant on the board. I don't know if it is. It is probably heavy on the Dimir, probably not so heavy on the Orzhov or Azorius, but who knows? But let's check it out. And like I said in the previous video, I'm going to start playing against some of the stable decks from 2013, 2012, just because I don't want to run into too many bullshit decks, and I kind of want to see how these decks stack up against the default decks. And I just randomly picked Born of Flame, which is a tough competitor. So let's see. Might get my ass handed to me. Not the best of hands. Hidden Strings is a great card. You may tap or untap target permanent, then you may tap or untap another target permanent, and you can cipher that onto a creature, and if this creature deals combat damage to an opponent, you get to do that again. So that is very, very significant. You have Murder, you have Balustrade Spy. Balustrade Spy enters when it enters the battlefield, target player reveals cards from the top of his or her library until he or she reveals a land card, then puts those cards into his or her graveyard. I forget if that is called Mind Funeral or something like that, or that effect is kind of it's from, I think it's from the original Ravnica block. With the Dimir deck or Dimir set of Dimir guild cards right there. All right. Aside from that, it has flying, and then there's the Dust Mantle Guild Mage, which is yeah, basically like the other guild mages. Two cost, one blue, one black, and rather than the Dimir Guild Mage, which is one blue or black, it is one of each, which is the trend from in Return to Ravnica. Aside from that, it has two abilities. The first one is whenever a card is put into the opponent's graveyard from anywhere this turn, that player loses one life. So it works pretty well with the mill mechanic, so that you mill. A mill doesn't have to be your winning condition. It can be part of your strategy for doing extra damage, and while gaining more information about your opponent, taking options away from him, and so on and so forth. The second one is the mill effect, which is for 4 mana, target player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. So until endgame, you're not going to be activating those two abilities, but if you are, it's a great mana sink in the sense that if you have 7 mana on board and you don't have any spells to play or anything you want to play, you can mill him for 2, your opponent for 2, and do 1 point of damage. It is a little expensive for 7 mana, but it is a mana sink or whatever it's called. Mana something, I don't know, but it's a way of sinking mana into a creature when you have nothing else to do. Anyways, let's draw a new hand. Hallowed Fountain, okay. Alright, so I don't have black here, but I do have the mana to play Invisible Stalker. There's Ultimate Price, which destroys target monocolor creature. Pretty decent, especially against Chandra here. Render Silent is from Dragon's Mage. Sorry, Dragon's Maze. Counter target spell, its controller can't cast spells this turn. So that's really interesting, especially if you're up against Chandra and she has tricks in hand. She has one spell to kill one creature and another spell to kill another, and so on and so forth. Here we go with the Silverblade Paladin. It's probably going to be in Magic 2014. It's a 3-cost 2/2 with Soul Bond, and as long as it is paired with another creature, both creatures have double strike, which is really interesting with this Balustrade Spy, because it will make it so that if you swing in and it is unblocked, you get to mill your opponent twice, or do the Mind Funeral thing twice. So yeah, let's go. and he gets to start, or she gets to start. That's really fucking annoying. No, I do not. Let's get it for free. So next turn, Invisible Stalker, and yeah, nothing spectacular here. But at least I get a dual land, which is not tapped next turn because of my Hallowed Fountain here. But I really... okay. Alright, not what I wanted. I wanted more lands, please, and especially a black land. I just need one black, actually. And then I can almost cast anything that I need to cast. Alright, Fiery Hellhound. That's an annoying piece of shit. Well, not exactly what I wanted either, but it's not that bad. You know, I know that he's going to kill, but since I have two of them, might as well be able to swing in for two and to... Yep. And kill his guy if... kill his guy if he swings in for damage, or swing in and try to pump it. But of course he's not gonna, unless he can take care of my Silverblade Paladin, because it has double strike. But I would really like some black... Okay, Flames of the Firebrand. Yeah, well that's what's to be expected. So 2 damage to him, 1 for me. Swings in for 3, I guess. And that's about it. I would really like to draw some lands. This is not... Okay. Well, let's do it again then. I mean, why the hell not? It forces him to take care of it. I get to do 2 damage instead of 1. I mean, it's a bit of a shame to lose all of them. But I'm not gonna play the third one if he's. I'm just gonna play the Invisible Stalker if he kills this guy. Yes, 4 okay, he kills that guy, and he could swing in for 5, so that's pretty terrible. Pretty terrible. Right there. Yeah. You piece of shit. Give me something with black on it. A land, preferably. Nope. That's really fucking annoying. Yeah, that is really fucking annoying. I'm thinking, since I have no other options, I might as well draw out some more burn spells, which could be thrown at my face technically, so get him down to 14. This is in no way it is in no way optimal. But I'm pretty sure he has something to get rid of it. At least it's not going to be thrown at my face. Oh man, he has so much mana. Nope. That's interesting. Fire elemental. Oh, that is so opportune. That is so opportune. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and swing in with my Stalker here. This is basically a free turn, and I can render him silent, or I can kill his guy, or I can do both basically, but not in the same turn though. Oh. White. Wait a second. Oh, wait. It's a blue. Yeah. No more spellsies for you. You dumb shit. That's very good. That is very, very, very good. Nope, I'm not. Well, am I? Maybe I should. Because I'll go down to 16. Yeah, I think I should. And then I can kill his stupid fiery hound, hellhound, with the ultimate price next turn if I need to. Yeah. Midnight recovery. Ooh, ooh, that is nutty. That is nutty. To your hand, right? Yeah. Alright, so I don't think I should cast that this turn. I think I should kind of trick him into... Yeah, alright. So what I'll do is I'll swing in, play the Invisible Stalker, kill his Fiery Hellhound when he swings in after having punted. Maybe I shouldn't have played the second Invisible Stalker. He does have sweepers. Nope. Yes. 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 Exactly what I wanted you to do. That's perfect. So there goes your turn. It's a great, great little control deck we have here. And another Hallowed Fountain. That's not too bad. Don't need it right now, though. So let's not pay the conditional cost. Let's bring back the Silverblade Paladin to my hand and put it on this bad boy here. Swing in for 2 and get another Silverblade Paladin back from the graveyard. So now I'm very difficult to deal with. Yes, why not? Why not? This Cipher mechanic works really well. He did a great job, or whoever programmed this did a great job with that. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa, Flame Wave, that sucks. So all my creatures and 4 damage to me. Alright, so that sucked quite a bit. Not gonna lie. Do I need that right now? I don't need that right now. But I need this guy down. Wait, is when it comes into play? Oh man. Oh, the first thing he draws is a fucking land. Alright. Okay, never mind. But actually, for some reason I thought it was when it swung in. But the fact that it has flying is very good. So he has 3 cards in hand. What does he have for me? What does he have? It's very, very cool that I got to get 2 of these Silverblade Paladins. Okay. That is no good. That is no good. That is simply no good. Well, there's a good thing and there's a bad thing, and that is that to get rid of it, I have to kill my own guys. No! 3 points of damage to me. That is significant. What an asshole. Mirko Vosk. Yeah. Not gonna drop that right now. See, he has the when it deals combat damage, so that is very cool. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play... I'm going to play this. The Silverblade Paladin. And I know he's going to 2-for-1 me, and that sucks. I know. I fucking know. But I can't afford to take damage. Well, I can't afford to take more than 3 points of damage. He has 1 card in hand, and he could kill me. He might kill me. Okay. Well, he might kill me. I think... I don't think there's too much. Maybe this was a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have given it... maybe I shouldn't have given it double strike. Yeah. because then if he has anything that'll kill my guy, or that will... Yeah, I think this was a huge mistake, to be honest. Should have just taken the damage. Swung in with the Silverblade Paladin. That was stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Oh, great. Perfect. Okay, at least it's just that. At least it's just that. Mirko goes to... Oh, fuck you. A lot. Two of them. Interesting. Let's get this bad boy down. Oi, man. Oi. Son of a... So I can't pair it up with this with the Paladin until I know that it can swing in uncontested. Okay. Yeah, of course you're gonna play it, you bastard. Ah, man, I hate that. I hate that so much. Murder. Murder is great. Murder is great. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. I'm set. Alright. Good. Good, 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 good. No. No, no. Okay. Not too happy about that. Maybe I should have played the Duskmantle Guild Mage. Alright, he has 0 cards in hand, so that means that he can't... Yep, let's kill the Phoenix. Okay, good, 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 good. Here we go. Alright, so I don't... He doesn't do any damage to me right now. Notion Thief is nice. But not here, damn it. Alright, let's see. What can I do? What can I do that won't kill me? What can I do that won't kill me? Alright, we'll have to hope that he draws a land. Because I'm dead. I'm just dead if I can't make one big swing. And... Oh man, I should have played the Duskmantle Guild Mage. Yeah, I should have played the... Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Alright. So that was this match. I think I took it as far as I could. I might have made a mistake. That's not unlike me. But let's take a look at the deck. I kind of like this deck though. I was a little bit unlucky with the lands, so didn't get didn't get the kind what am I saying? I didn't get the pace that I was looking for. All right, here we see another trend again. I've said it to him, so I know he's watching this video, and I'll say to him again. I think these are far too few lands. Let's see how many. Yeah, still it's only 20 lands. It's far too few. You need around 24, 25 lands for the deck to work smoothly. So you need to put in more lands, fella. You have 4 Glacial Fortress, which is a great card. You have 4 Hallowed Fountain, also a great card. Shock Land, by the way. You have 4 Watery Graves, which is also a great card. Then you have 2 Dimir Charms, which does one of 3 things. It's a 2 cost, just like the other charms. You can either counter a target sorcery spell, which is significant sometimes. You can destroy target creature with power 2 or less, which is significant sometimes. Or you can look at the top 3 cards of the target player's library, then put 1 back and the rest into the graveyard, which is also significant sometimes. So this is not one of the better charms. It is good sometimes. It's great. But there's other times where it's just going to be a dead card in your hand, and that's kind of a shame that they made it like that. So it's not going to be very significant against an aggro deck or a deck that plays a lot of big creatures. Dusk Mental Guild Mage, we saw it in play. There's Hands of Binding. Tap target creature and opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap until during its controller's next untap step. Is very, very good. I like the Boros Minotaur, who's kind of tied down by his ghastly or spiritual hands. And it has Cipher, so you cipher it onto a creature, and every time it does combat damage, it casts this spell. So that's really cool. Hidden Strings, we looked at this during the match or before the match started. Pretty much the same, except that the creatures does untap during the next turn. Also, you see another Boros creature here, or Boros guy, who's getting dominated by a Dimir mage. But the difference is here that you get to tap or untap target permanent and then do it again with another target permanent. So that's really cool. You can untap one of your things and tap one of your opponent's creatures, lands, whatever. Pretty interesting. Or you can untap two of your lands if you want to. Invisible Stalker. We know this to death. We have 4 of them. We have 2 ultimate price, which is significant in this format, not so much in when you're playing against other Ravnica themed decks. You have 2 Geists of Santraft, which is a stable from the Innistrad block. I think maybe Avacyn Restored. 3 cost Hexproof. Well, you know this guy. He was in Aura Servants, so you know this guy. No need to introduce him. There's 2 murders. There's 2 Psychic Strikes, which is a great counterspell. It's a 3 cost counterspell, and it mills you for 2, or mills your opponent for 2 as well. So good, very good. 2 Render Silent, another counterspell from the Azorius side of things. This is from Gatecrash. This is from Dragon's Maze, and I think I talked about it as well. It's a great card. There's 3 Silverblade Paladins. For some reason, I drew all 3. 2 Balustrade Spies. There's a Last Thought, which I think is very overcosted. Draws you a card, and usually you'll play it once you have a creature to swing in with as well. So it'll draw you 2 cards this turn, which is not overcosted, but it seems a little overcosted if you can't swing in. But then again, it does cipher onto a creature, which then can draw you a card every time it swings in. So put it on an Invisible Stalker and you're guaranteed an extra card every turn, more or less. And then you have Mental Vapors, which is the opposite. It forces target player to discard a card. Very cool as well. Also a little bit overcosted, but you know, technically if you have an Invisible Stalker down, you cast this, put it on the Invisible Stalker, you get your opponent to discard 2 cards instead, and 1 card every turn from there then on. So Midnight Recovery, I used that in the game, and it basically bounces a creature back to your hand, so also very strong. Notion Thief is so good, especially against cards that draw a lot of decks that draw a lot of cards. You play it. It has flash. It's a 3/1, so that's all. It's pretty good. A little overcosted if it didn't have the second ability, which is if an opponent would draw a card, except for the first one he or she draws in each of his or her draw steps. Instead, that player skips that draw and you draw a card. So you can draw all. You get to draw all the cards that your opponent should be drawing beyond the first card. So that's really interesting. Consuming Aberration is a 5 cost star, and it has power and toughness equal to the number of cards in your opponent's graveyards. Whenever you cast a spell, each opponent reveals cards from the top of his or her library until he or she reveals a land card and then puts those cards into his or her graveyard. So that's kind of like, what's it called? It's kind of a mix between Mortivore and what's it called? What's it called? It's kind of like the reverse of a sewer nemesis, in a sense. It's kind of like that card. Then you have 3 of the guild champion from Dimir, Mirko Vosk, the Mind Drinker, and outside of having a really cool name, it's a 5 cost 2/4 flying creature. a vampire, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player reveals cards from the top of his or her library until he or she reveals 4 land cards, and then puts those cards into his or her graveyard. So reveal 1 card, 2 card, there's a land, 1 card, there's a land, 1 card, 2 card, 3 card, there's a land, 1 card, there's a land. So that's 10 or 11 cards that you just milled him. And if you if you soul bond him with the Silverblade Paladin, and you get to swing in just once, then that's 8 land cards that you mill him for, and everything in between. So very powerful card. So yeah, this was the Night Cipher deck. I hope you enjoyed. I'm multeyemeteor. This was Modded for Greatness. Later!